like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line.
Defense. Let's go, defense.
Ready.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey. Get it.
Now a give, right side. It's Carson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On second down, it's Carson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Right back to him on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Rashad Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Hey. High 7.
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Here we go. 30 base.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, Haywood! 56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check 56.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. That's pulled in at the 32. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. That's complete into the hands of Carson. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They find some open field here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Albert Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a 1st down throw. Tannehill out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. To try again after the sack. Tannehill, that's the rookie with the catch, A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Cowboys! A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Come on, baby. Let's go. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Chris Jones, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Kamara off the draw. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Running with Kamara. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. I don't think you got it, son. No, Mike 51. Mike 51. I got him.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Pilot, 64. Weak. You ain't doing nothing today. Alert 3. Alert 3. Hey, wahoo! 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Here we go. Let's go, let's go.
Minshew sets to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And it's taken in at the 9. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D lineman, you play the run.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Chris Carson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. He's got Fuller. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Here's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew, he gets this one to Michael Crabtree. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he connects with Ertz. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Come on, set. 30 base. Number 53. Mike 53. Coming to you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. On 1st down. Carson, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Penny, a first down carry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Minshew. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for them.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Robert Quinn able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Ready. After the sack on first down, Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the